All right, hi everyone, and I hope everyone's doing great as always. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe and thumbs up if you like the video. So this video, I wanted to work on another case. In this case, a missing persons case, and I'd like to keep doing more and more of these, and eventually, hopefully, they'll start to prove to be useful and bring more attention to this kind of thing because I see a lot of psychics out there. Doing the same thing I'm doing as far as like trying to get information on how reality, existential information and about how the afterlife works and that sort of thing. And also to pass messages back and forth to loved ones. So there's a lot of them doing this out there as well. And but I don't see really a focus on solving crimes. And there's a lot out there that a lot of videos and things out there that where people do, but it seems like that this sort of skill would serve a great purpose to use it for that sort of thing, especially when not too many people are doing that. So, and I've come across a lot of cases. I thought about maybe I've done a couple other videos on my that I've posted, but I thought maybe to focus on missing persons cases because when there's no closure or that sort of thing, and there can be, I think this could be a great way to hopefully provide help and be of service. So there was a few that I was looking at, and some of them were unable to be solved, like some of the older cases, for example. I was speaking to people the ones in those cases that were missing, and they were saying that their remains are actually almost impossible to locate at this point. So ones like that, unfortunately, may not be able to. I may not be able to assist with that sort of thing. This case I came across a lovely woman, so Andrea Nuckles. So her disappearance was only a couple years ago, and I had asked originally, is she in the afterlife? And when I heard that confirmed, I asked if I could speak to her directly. And it sounds like since this was recent and that sort of thing, her body, her remains can still be located and hopefully bring some closure to the case. So I'm going to show you the case details here, and along with some maps and the location where I believe that her remains are currently located. Okay, so here is a website is called the charlieproject.org, and it focuses on missing people that are still missing. And I just pulled up this website because it has most of the detailed information all kind of concentrated here. So one thing I want to point out, this looks like a typo. She is a female. They even refer to her here, as a she, and a her right here. Even though they call her a Caucasian male right here, I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. But but all the other websites and stories that you look at, it refers to her as a she. I think that's a typo. But here's her pictures, and she's been missing since January 27th, 2021. Says she was last seen walking away from her apartment with her dog, a small black Chihuahua mix, and has never been heard from again. When I was talking to her, I was asking for, what happened, and had asked if it was foul play, and she said no. So it was an accident, she had said. And I'd asked what happened, and where the body was, and she said she had fell into the water, actually. So I pull up a map, and I'll show you where this conversation led to. Here is her apartment right here, 1500 Federal Way in Sunnyside, Washington. I don't know if this is the exact route that she took, but if you go up the road here and then over here up to Schoon Road. Schoon Road comes right up to this kind of like a river here where it crosses over it. And when she had said, I'd fallen in the water, when she had said I'd fallen in the water, and this is where she led me to. So I had asked back and forth. It took a little while. Sometimes I don't hear the exact answer word for word. Sometimes I do, but I always like to double check over and over to make sure I heard right. So sometimes I'll ask the question too, and just listen for yes or no answers. But this is where I was led to right here. If you keep going north on Schoon Road, you'll see there's this waterway here. And she had said I had fallen in while walking along the river. Oh shoot, the internet's going out on me. Sorry about that. So here's the same area here. It erased the lines, but here's the key intersection point here. She had said I was not leaning over or anything, like looking at the water, but walking alongside it and had fallen in, saying it was an accident, and it was right around here. And when I look on Google Maps, so you can see right here is the most recent picture of it, September of last year. So you can see the water and the water level here. This is facing north on that road, and it comes out over here. So it's pretty wide and it's pretty deep. Here's a picture that goes back about 10 years in August. So you can see it's about the same water level. This is the exact same area. So this is over the course of 10 years. It's you can see it's about the same. Now in November, I noticed on Google Maps, this is 2021. So it's about a year and a half ago. You see this water level is almost empty. So I don't know what was occurring at this point in time. I don't know if they had to drain it or dredge it, or if it just kind of falls during the wintertime, the water level. But this might prove to be useful because during these sorts of events, things are more visible. Because I had asked, is your body, can they still find it and recover it? And she said yes. And I'd asked if it's hard to find, and the answer I heard was kind of. But it's right near here under Schoon Road. So right now, if the water level is high, it may not be easy to see unless you really get down there. I don't know if it's completely submerged or not, or underwater. But she did say it's kind of hard to see down here in this area. So this is where it's currently located from what I understand. Now, considering hopefully it doesn't wash down further or, that sort of thing, at least for the time being, from what I understand, this is where her body is located. Okay, so there's the information and the maps and everything and case details. So I really hope this can prove to be useful at some point. And in fact, eventually I'd like to just keep assisting and doing more and more of these types of videos. And right now, of course, as I'm trying to build my channel up and there's not a lot of viewers, I'd like to, I'm not going to lose sight of focus of this sort of thing. That's going to be one of my main focuses as well. But I was thinking recently, actually, starting at a local level. So, because the other cases I posted, the information I put up there was for either international or cases where the person was deceased but buried somewhere in another state. But that's why I thought maybe missing persons would be a great focus. If there's anything, in my area that I could start working on, I could go directly to these locations and hopefully be of some help and help, solve these sorts of things. And then that way, perhaps bring more attention to my channel that way. And then that way, these other ones, cases, as I put them up wherever they're located, in this country or other countries, that would simply bring more eyes on these sorts of things. So people can assist wherever they're located too. So that's my idea. I think that's where I'd like to go with this sort of thing and build up from there. And my intent is simply to be of help and provide, a useful service. So I hope this information was useful and can be helpful someday. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.